guys, it's Amy and this is my channel PS I Love Books, and today I thought I would show you all of the books that I got while I was on my holiday last week with my mum and little puppy Archie. We went to Dorset, we visited Lyme Regis, Seaton, Beer. So yeah, it was really lovely, and I got lots of books. I'll show you. So I just thought I would go through the books that I got while I was away with you, because I'm very excited about them. I hadn't planned on buying any books, but we went into a few charity shops and I just picked them up while I was there, so I thought I'd share them with you. So let's start with this one. This is the Jane Austen Book Club by Karen Joy Fowler. Now, a few years ago now, gosh, it's got to be like 4 years or something, I read Karen Joy Fowler's book, We Are All Completely Beside Ourselves. I think that's the right title. I didn't love it, I have to say, and it sort of put me off reading for a little bit, if I'm completely honest. But when I got back into reading last year, I made a list of all the books that I could remember I'd read, and was looking at the authors and thought, I'm going to give the authors that I've read another go. And so this lady came up. So I've done a search, and this was the one that I'd put on my wish list, and it was in the charity shop, so I picked it up. I thought this was sort of, it's about a book club where a group of people get together and discuss Jane Austen's novels. On the blurb it says that there's a lot of love interests, affairs, things with people's lives going on, so I thought it was going to be sort of like contemporary chick flick, I guess. But I have to say, on the top it's quoted by Alice Sebold, who wrote The Lovely Bones. It says, if I could eat this novel, I would. Now, I read The Lovely Bones at the end of last year and absolutely loved it, and that was not in any way a chick flick kind of book. That was, a thriller, crime. So I'm really interested now to get to this one and see what I think of it after I've read the quote, or it's not a quote from the book, it's praise for the book. Yes. So that's the first one I got. Second one I got is I saw on Emily's channel, No Film Novels, I think it is. Emily's so lovely. I'll talk about her more later. But I saw that she got this one and I put it straight on my wish list, and I found it and I was so pleased. I'm very excited. This is From Notting Hill with 4 Weddings, actually. So obviously it's a play on words of all the films, the great films of Love Actually, one of my all-time favourites. Notting Hill, another favourite. 4 Weddings, I don't know if I've watched that one. But anyway, so this is living the life of all your favourite rom-com stars should be a dream come true. ... So I'm guessing that this really is going to be like a sort of contemporary chick flick with lots of love interests and friendships and things that go along with that. So I'm very excited about this. And I think this is like the first in a duology. Am I right? I seem to remember Emily saying something about it. I must look into that. But I hope this is the first one anyway. So I'm very excited about this one. Next up, a bit of a change, I got Liane Moriarty's The Husband's Secret. Now, I've seen a lot about Liane Moriarty recently on BookTube and when I've been out and about looking at books, and I haven't picked any of them up. So I just wasn't sure if I was going to enjoy them, or I don't know, I just wasn't drawn to any of them as such. But I saw this in a charity shop and I thought, do you know what, I'm going to give this a go. It sounds really good. The blurb says that it's about a family. They got children? Yes, mother of 3. So it's about a mum, dad and 3 children. And mum finds, this isn't spoilers by the way, this is on the blurb. Mum finds an envelope in the attic that is in her husband's handwriting that says to be opened in the event of my death. He hasn't died, but she opens it anyway, as she would. And then the story unfolds from there. So he's confessing to something, and it's sort of her dilemma of whether she should tell people or not. So very interested, love a good thriller crime. So and I think if I like this one, then I'll be more inclined to give her new stuff a go. So very excited about this. The next one I got, I'm so excited about this one, I couldn't believe I found this, is The Trouble with Goats and Sheep by Joanna Cannon. I saw lots about this on BookTube probably last year. I think, did Joanna Cannon write 3 Things About Elsie? So I know that was everywhere last year. I purposely didn't read it because I thought that it would be a bit too triggering for me because of my nan. So it was about an old lady who was forgetting things. So I didn't read it, but then I saw a lot of people going back through a backlist. I'm going to have to check that this is right, as this is just going to make no sense. But yeah, so I've heard about this one. It's about somebody goes missing and then 2 10-year-olds, Grace and Tilly, decide to take matters into their own hands, and they go around and sort of try and solve the crime. So I'm really interested. It's not YA, so I don't know where the author's going to go with that, with the 2 main characters being so young, but very excited, heard very good things, so yes, another good one. Next one I got is The Girl in the Spider's Web. I'm not even going to try and pronounce the author's name, I do apologise, but this is it. It's David... Yeah, no, it's not going to happen. I read the Larson's 3 books a few years ago and absolutely loved them. I've kept them all these years and I've still got them now. And this is, I believe, the next one in that. So it's not by the same author, but it's using like the same characters. So very excited about this. Love a hard-ass warrior woman. So yeah, really excited about this one. I think they've been out quite recently as well, those ones. That's nice. The next 2 I got are classics. Now, I read Great Expectations when I was at school. That was the book that we studied, and I did love it. I don't think I've read any other classics. I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier earlier this year, which I really loved. Is that classed as a classic? It should be. Bloody brilliant. But I saw these 2 for 50p each, and I just couldn't leave them on the shelves. So I don't know when I'm going to get to them, but they are just beautiful. So I got Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice and Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. And look how pretty they are. I love the colours. They're in such good nick. Guess now, yeah, they're part of the Great Reads collection. So I'm just going to keep an eye out for other ones and obviously try and read them as well. So, bit scary. I'll show you the font because it's really small. I don't know if you'll be able to. Can you see that? Really small. And it's right up to the top and bottom of the page. So, it took me a while to read them. As you know, I'm not the quickest of readers, unfortunately. But yeah, if I don't get to them right away, I've got them now. And they're obviously classics. So I was really happy with those 2. I just thought they were really, really aesthetically pleasing and very beautiful. So I was very chuffed with that. The next 2 books I got, oh my goodness. When I was younger, as I'm sure many of you will agree, Roald Dahl was the one. He was brilliant. His stories from when I was little, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Danny the Champion of the World, one that sometimes gets not talked about enough as it should. It's brilliant. Matilda, oh my gosh. BFG, James and the Giant Peach. Oh, I love them. But 2 I never read by him, I happened to see in a bookshop when I was in Lyme Regis. So I picked them up. They're so cute. So I've got Esio Trot by Roald Dahl and Fantastic Mr. Fox by Roald Dahl. So the covers are slightly different, but they're so cute. Look how cute they are. And they're really like little thin books, so I'm sure I'll get through them. But I'm just so excited just to like go back and remember how much I loved Roald Dahl and books that I've never read by him. So this is fun. So that's those 2. And then finally, I picked up 3 books by one of my favourite authors. So the author is Alexander McCall Smith, and he wrote the series, The #1 Ladies Detective Agency, which I just love. It was made into a BBC television programme, which was really great, but the books are so much fun. And when I wasn't really reading all that much, I always took these books on holiday with me to read while I was lying by the pool, and they were always sort of the books that I would always read. So I got The Full Cupboard of Life with this gorgeous big fat hippo on, which I absolutely love, and The Good Husband of Zebra Drive with these gorgeous birds on. Now, I do have a lot of these. I need to go into my bed and get them out to see if I've already got these. But I don't think I've got this one, because Hippo's my favourite, so surely I'd remember that one. And I just couldn't leave them, so I thought I'll just get them, and if I've got them, I can always pass them back to a charity shop. But yeah, so I got these two. I haven't finished the series. I'm on like number 6 or something, but they're just like cosy crime. Yeah, it's really lovely. And the next one is the one I'm so excited about. Again, it's by Alexander McCall Smith, and it's a book that I've never even heard of, and it's called The Girl Who Married a Lion, and it's a collection of short stories based, I believe, in the same place that the Lady Detective Agency series is set, so in Africa. And it says, from animal fables to mysterious forces residing in the landscape, this collection demonstrates the wealth and variety of African folk tales and the particular magic of Africa's spiritual roots. Oh, doesn't that sound amazing? So I am super chuffed I got these, and it's a gorgeous cover. Again, in brilliant condition from charity shop. So I think what I might do, I've only ever read one other short story collection. I read Raw by Cecilia Ahern, first book of 2019, and absolutely loved it. But I just read it all the way through because I couldn't put it down. So what I might do is sort of start reading maybe one short story a night out of this one. And just see how I get on with it. But I love his writing. I didn't know this even existed, so I'm very, very chuffed. So that's all of the books that I bought while I was on my holidays. Have you guys read any of these books? Which one do you think I should go for first? Anything about them really. If you didn't like them, if you loved them, please let me know. I'd love to have a chat with you. And before I go, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to Emily from Novell Novels. She released a video earlier this evening for her Darlings BookTube tag. And I watched all of her videos, so I clicked on it straight away to watch it, and she mentioned me as the new booktuber, and I was just so happy. I can't even tell you how happy I was. I wasn't going to do a video this evening, but then when I saw that, I was like, do you know what? I am. So thank you so much, Emily. It's so sweet of you. Yeah, that's everything. So hope you guys are all well and having a really good reading month. I am going to go and make tea and toast and finish My Sister the Serial Killer. I am, what page am I on? I'm on page 104, and it's not a huge book, it's about 220 pages, so I'm hoping to get this finished this evening, and hopefully I will see you all very soon. Bye!